Everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes only. Listen, have some fun, but don't ever do, believe, or promote anything they say. They're idiots.
Guys, hold up. You should know, this ain't for everybody. Welcome to Savagely Loud. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the show that understands the facts divided by feelings equals failure. I'm Cliff, I'm your host, and on today's journey, I gotta be honest with you, I just want to riff. I just want to talk from the heart. I didn't overly prepare anything because it's just the way the world is. Today, I'm feeling the way the world is. I'm feeling chaotic. I'm feeling like there's a bunch of shit just going around in my head and my heart that I just want to get out there. I want to kind of break down, see why the fuck it's happening, see why it's all there. Guys, first and foremost, though, you know the drill. If you want to help me get these words out, you want to help me get this message out, you can follow me on Instagram at Savagely Loud. That is my page where I am most active out of all my social media. I'm most active on Savagely Loud on Instagram. On Savagely Loud page on Instagram, you will find a link to Savagely Loud podcast page. That's the page for the podcast that I do something with occasionally. It's inevitably going to be my backup page, but it will be becoming something more up to date, a little something more. What's the frequent? That's what we want to say. Frequent is the word we're looking for. Guys, outside of Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook, TikTok, X, and Rumble, all under Savagely Loud. You can follow me on YouTube at Savagely Loud Podcast. Please click the subscribe button, guys. It's incredibly important for me, for the message, for the movement, for the team that we're on here, whatever team that might be, Team Fucking Common Sense. It's very important for when people that are speaking up, it's important for you guys to support us. It's important for you guys to just do something simple like our shit, share our shit, follow us on our media pages, subscribe to our YouTube pages. Beyond that, guys, you can email me in savagelyloud@gmail.com with anything you want to do. You want to fucking email me in, you want to just talk shit. You want to tell me how great I'm doing, tell me how great I'm doing. You want to do somewhere in between, do that. If you have a question about anything, any of my pages, you can find a link tree on my Savagely Loud page on Instagram that can take you to any of my social media pages. That all being said, guys, we've got a couple of updates. Let's get to those real quick. The website. We've officially started the research phase of the website. So if anybody's not familiar with the building of a website, the construction of a website, it starts with an idea. It starts with a general direction of where you want to head, and then it moves into a fuckload of research. You got to get out there. You got to see these pages, people's pages, influencers pages, business pages, event pages, city hall pages. I look at everything. My wife looks at everything. We have to look at all these things because we want to present the best possible website that we can possibly present because you guys deserve it. We deserve it to give it. We deserve to give it to ourselves, and you deserve us to give it to you because you're a faithful supporter of this show. And we're only getting bigger and better, so that support is going to go further and further and further as we go on. So guys, real quick, just thank you for supporting. Thank you for liking and following. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing and hitting the notification bells and all this other shit. I really, really do appreciate it. And the little bit of help that I have, really appreciates it too. Let me just promise you that. Moving on from there, the link tree. Again, link tree, Savagely Loud, Instagram. You can find all my pages there. Right to them. It's easy. Easy as peasy as pies. There's no problems. Yes, I'm going to go to a two show a week platform here coming pretty soon. I think what I'm going to do, I keep saying we, but it's just me. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do one real, like one produced show, like one something I provide citations for all the fucking, places, cite my sources kind of thing. I'm going to prepare that thing like I do. And then I'm going to have just one real talk. Like I'm just going to have one where we just get together and we just riff. We just bullshit. We just shoot the shit about what's going on. that might be the direction I'm heading. I feel good about that one. I feel like just getting on here and just having a real conversation with somebody, with you guys, with myself, is good for the soul. Any other updates? Yes, the intro video. I still get questions about this. Where's Mikey? Mikey is no longer with the show. There may or may not be some things developing there that you may or may not find out about later in the most wild of pettiest ways. But right now, yeah, no, he's not on the show, and the intro video is almost done. I have relearned and re-edited and re-thunk and all that shit. So I've got the intro video almost done. It should air probably on next week's episode. That's going to be fucking radical to finally have his footprint fully erased from this show. Guys, today, let's just get to it, man. The world is in fucking chaos. Fucking chaos. I don't even understand what is fucking real anymore. And I think that goes for a lot of people. It probably goes for you. Like I'll bet you have times in your day, every single day, where you're just like, I just don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. I don't know what the fuck to believe. I know there's this one glaring issue that I don't want to believe, and that is the issue, the notion that the people that control all of the other people, i.e. the government people, the presidents and the rulers and the ayatollahs and the mullahs and the gods and the goddesses, they can't possibly want this much bad for the people. When we look out at everything that the governments are doing, and I'm not even talking about here in America, I'm talking about Canada, China, everywhere, every single last motherfucking place on earth. Everywhere we look over it, and every single time we see the same shit. We see the government doing shit that's bad for the people. And the most mind-boggling thing about that is that they have a support base for all this shit that is going fucking wrong for them. The people, they're still gobbling it up and cheering for more. I can't. How do you have a conversation with people like this? You know, like when you bring up the topic of any war-torn area, you bring up Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, anything in the Middle East, pretty much anywhere that's got some fucking issues going on. You bring that up, and all of a sudden, people are on a different fucking wavelength. Like now it's you're wrong. No. It doesn't matter where you got the information. You're wrong because I believe this. Now I've got a perfect example of that from just today. So I've been pushing that media thing where that media information, that media release about how they're finding out more and more that Native Americans aren't actually Native American. They're most likely Native Siberians. Native Americans most likely emigrated from Siberia through the land bridge and then worked their way down to this continent where they later settled, blah, 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 blah. Well, I am known to go pretty hard at the Mexicans because, well, there's 56 million of them here that are not supposed to be here, and that irritates me a lot of it. So I go at the Mexicans pretty fucking hard, and not in a hateful way, in a way that I'm trying to get you to see the fucking reality here. When you introduce millions upon millions of people to an economic structure, you crumble it. When those millions of people that are introduced to that economic structure are introduced to the social structure, they crumble it because assimilation is no longer a thing for immigrants. Immigrants believe that they come to America and America assimilates to them. Everywhere else they fucking go, even their own homeland, when immigrants go there, it's demanded of them that they assimilate. But for some reason, when immigrants come to America, assimilation just isn't a fucking thing, and fuck you for having a fucking thought about it, right? But anyway, I go pretty hard at the Mexicans, and I've been tussling with these motherfuckers on Facebook, and there's this one guy that's been coming back, And he finally started, and I kept blowing holes in every single bullshit immigration argument he fucking provided to me. Blow hole after hole after hole in these motherfuckers like a gangbanger in the streets of Chicago. And he finally pulled the Native American card. Oh yeah, well, I'm 50% Native American, so I have more of a right to be here than you do. I said, don't you mean 50% Native Siberian? And I posted a fucking excerpt of an article so that he could fucking see my source and he could read the truth. This dude wanted to call everything truth that he tried to use against me in the argument until it came to that. You know what he said then? The same shit that every single motherfucking person on this goddamn planet says when you tickle their fucking special spot. He said, that's bullshit. He said, history's all created now and everybody knows it. Whoa, 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 motherfucker. Just a couple of fucking minutes ago, you wanted to say that the Native Americans were factually from this land. And because you shared a bloodline with those motherfuckers, you then there had a generational right to what I call home. But now that I provide you proof, I provide you at least evidence that supports the notion that actually you ain't from here at all. All of a sudden, history's written. All of a sudden, it's all bullshit. All of a sudden, nothing fucking matters. And he goes right back to believing what he believes because it fits his narrative. Guys, you have to understand that I deal with so many fucking people. And I've dealt with so many fucking people for the last 30 fucking years. I'm so good at fucking people. It disgusts me and everybody I fucking hang out with. It even pisses my wife off sometimes how good I am with people. And dude, we're talking psychologists and therapists have fucking told me how good I am with people. They're fucking like, dude, I went to a therapist once and he was like fucking idolizing me. So when I tell you this, take it to the fucking bank. The number one fucking thing, if you want to make dealing with people easier, the number one thing that you got to remember is people do not believe the truth. People believe what they have to believe to make how they feel about something the truth. Let me say that one more time. If you want to make dealing with people in your life easier, remember that people do not believe the truth. They believe whatever they have to believe to make whatever they feel into the truth. That's how people operate. And that's why I'm so good at fucking dealing with people. Because I know no matter who the fuck is sitting in front of me, standing in front of me, on a fucking screen or in person, I know your next 5 moves. I can battle you every fucking day, all day long, because I know your next 5 moves. I know the cycle of bullshit you're going to try to feed me and the exact point in which that's going to become cyclical. When that whole fucking thing loops around and finally that snake starts eating its own tail, you're going to be on a wheel. That's where I start having some fucking fun with your bitch ass. Guys, this is how you do it. You just understand humans, and then dealing with them makes it easier. Now, there is a flip side. Dealing with people is a lot easier when you understand people all the way to their primal core nature. It also makes it harder to live life because you get more of a distaste for humans. You get more of a distaste for people. And I understand there's all these fucking uber wealthy guys out there that, you know, they have this grace and nuance that they apply like cake icing to all of society, like Joe Rogan. Don't get me wrong. I do not find anything wrong with Joe Rogan. I think a lot of people could use a little bit more Joe Rogan in ourselves, myself included. However, he applies a grace to so many people that don't deserve it. I find it a bit off-putting. I find it disgusting. I find it to be one of the biggest problems in this world, in this country, especially in America. That application of grace and nuance to people that don't deserve it is what's killing us. I did an episode called Your Sympathy is Killing Us. That fits right into that. It's so easy. It's so fucking easy to have all this grace and nuance and apply it with broad brushes and giant swaths across humanity when you have hundreds of millions of dollars and you don't gotta fucking deal with any of these people. Think about this, guys. I know a lot of motherfuckers, and I was one for a little while. I know a lot of motherfuckers that idolize certain fucking superstars, certain influencers, certain entrepreneurs, certain business moguls. And you guys got to understand, most of what they're fucking telling you is fucking, it doesn't fucking work in real life. It's perfect case scenario. It's why I make fun of ASE certified mechanics all the fucking time. You ever go to a shop and they're like, we're ASE certified, laugh. And go find a guy that fucking grew up building this shit, grew up working on this shit. Because the problem with ASE certified mechanics, and I've never met one, maybe one, I'll give it one, just for the sake of fucking, the what if. I've met maybe one ASE certified mechanic that didn't believe his shit didn't stink. These motherfuckers are like auto painters, dude. They're prima donnas like the fucking, like you'd never believe. These motherfuckers prance in like fucking superstar divas, okay? B, I've never met more than fucking one that could handle the job if it didn't go like it did in the book. If it's perfect case scenario, these ASE certified motherfuckers know exactly how to handle it. It's when that bolt breaks off in the fucking head, they don't know what the fuck to do anymore. It's when that fucking bolt breaks off in the exhaust manifold and the head studs or the fucking intake studs. When that shit happens, when bad shit happens, the spark plug breaks off, glow plugs break off, injectors break off. When that shit happens, these motherfuckers are lost. That's most of fucking society. Most of society will tell you, they've got it figured out because they've lived life. But when life pushes on them, what do? They fold like a lawn chair. They crumble like a fucking card castle. And it's for this reason. It's because we have applied so much sympathy and saved so many weak fucking people and weak minds and not forced them to get better that they've just inhabited the fucking earth. They've just like conquered the fucking earth with stupidity. Stupid motherfuckers have officially conquered the fucking earth. And they've especially conquered America. These stupid motherfuckers with all this sympathy to spare, they're always so one-sided, right? Apply love everywhere, right? Fuck you. How about that? How about you take your love that you want applied everywhere and you apply it everywhere? How about you let me keep my love to where I want to keep my love and I'll apply that to whoever the fuck I want to apply it to. And I can guarantee you it's not going to be on a one-sided structure either, because you know what? I got love and I got fucking hate. That's a fun one too. When you get into that conversation, everybody will tell you, you should just love everybody. Just love everybody. Why? Most people are undeserving of the love. Most people fucked somebody over on the day that you talked to them. It doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter where it is. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Most people have probably already fucked somebody over by that time. But you want to tell me to love these motherfuckers. What does that do? It kind of makes me a chump. Kind of gets me walked on over and over and over and over again. But you know what you don't hear? You know what you don't fucking hear? You don't ever fucking hear anybody telling you apply hate. Apply some hate to these motherfuckers. Because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of motherfuckers on this earth that deserve to have some hate applied to their ass. And it's all these weak-minded motherfuckers that will not pull themselves out of the fucking hole. And I've got a really fucking hard stance on this because I've done it multiple fucking times. Yeah, I fucked my life up several fucking times. And I didn't learn the lesson the first or second or third or fourth time. I eventually learned the fucking lesson. But you know what I did do every single fucking time is I crawled out of the hole that I created myself in. That I created for myself. But now what we hear from everybody else is that's not a hole that they created for themselves. No. That's a hole that somebody created for them, and that makes them a victim worthy of your sympathy. Am I wrong? I mean, no matter who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Mexican. I don't give a fuck if you're from the Middle East. I don't give a fuck if you're Jew or a Gentile. I don't give a fuck if you're a girl or a boy or a woman or a man or a fucking uncle or an aunt. You know somebody in your life, guaranteed, that plays the victim card like a fucking harp. Every single motherfucking time something happens, it's victim card, victim card, victim card. Hey, you didn't do the fucking dishes like I do. Hey, you didn't fucking wash the Hey, you didn't get a job. Everything you fucking hit these motherfuckers with, they play that victim card every single fucking time. And you know why they're doing it? Because America at one point very recently became so goddamn weak and disgusting that we actually rewarded the behavior of victims. We rewarded victimhood mentality. And we're still doing so to a great extent by applying all this sympathy to every single fucking person. Could it be that the guy on the fucking street that's got a needle in his arm 19 hours out of 24 hours a day? Could it be that he just fell on some hard times and, you know, he just needs somebody to help him pick himself up and dust himself off? It could be. But if it was likely, the statistics would show it. If it was likely that, when somebody got arrested for a violent crime and then they went to prison, if it was likely that they were reformed in prison, the statistics would show a lack of repeat offenders. They would show an abundance of people that got out of prison and then didn't go back. But the statistics show quite the opposite. Statistics show that rehabilitation of anybody doesn't fucking work. And once you're a piece of shit, you're a fucking piece of shit for the rest of your life. I understand there's some anomalies. I am one of them. I was a fucking piece of shit too, and I'm not a fucking piece of shit now. I've got a piece of shit mouth, and some people say I have a piece of shit attitude, and other people say I have a piece of shit outlook on things. But you know what I don't have? Any fucks to give about your fucking opinions on the way I look at the world. You know why? Because I've seen more parts of the world than you have. At least most of you. I've seen more hell in this lifetime than most people. That's just an objective truth. It can't be subjective. I know what the truth of my reality was. I've spilled the beans and fucking spilled my guts on a lot of the reality I lived through. And I have it on a good account that, I'm right. So I've lived through more fucking hell than most people have combined. But they're the ones that have the nerve to come tell me that I should draw it back. I should pull back. I should rein it in a little bit. Just tone it down a little bit. Don't be so fucking fiery. Don't be so intense. How about you don't be such a fucking cock? How about people in general don't be such fucking assholes? How about people in general don't do 38 miles an hour and a 50 during rush hour when they know everybody's trying to get where they're going, but they don't give a fuck. So fuck everybody. How about people in general don't get fucking shitty loser jobs at gas stations and then, here, let's get into it, motherfuckers. Pet peeves. The gas stations, man, the gas stations. When it comes to pet peeves, this is the fucking capital of where this shit happens because the fucking lowest of the low people work at gas stations. I mean, let's just be honest. The top of the top own the motherfuckers. They own the whole chain. And everybody you see working at a gas station is either a young kid, which does not make you a loser. If you're a young kid working at a gas station, just out of school, just going into school, you're working your way through college, something, zero fucking shade. You keep kicking ass. You're putting an honest day's wage. You've got a job. I got zero fucking problems with that. It's the adults that never did anything more than work at a fucking gas station. And those are the ones that I always fucking see is these 40-something-year-old motherfuckers that look like they spent their fucking days, every day of their life at the bar or laying on a fucking beach of some filthy river somewhere. Like, these motherfuckers are the lowest of the fucking low. And then on top of that, like, they're not even trying to get better. And you can see it by the way they work. Dude, I consistently go to a gas station by my house because it's by my house, obviously. And the motherfuckers that work there, they're just fucking around in the back, jerking each other off, playing on their phones, having a conversation. They'll literally do the fucking, they'll see you out there and then they'll go right back to the conversation or right back to fucking with their phone. And then they'll come up to the counter and then you'll say, hey, here's my shit. And then they make you hold it up so that they can ring it up. These lazy fucking cocksucking piles of shit. They make you hold the shit, everything you're buying, they make you hold it up. And if you need smokes or a lottery ticket or fucking joint papers or whatever, anything behind the counter, good fucking luck, especially smokes. You fucking order, hey, I need 2 packs of fucking Marlboro Reds or 2 packs of Camel Blues or 3 packs of Parliament Lights. What do they do then? They stop progression. They stop progressing. They stop moving forward with the transaction. Why? Because they got to get there. little pen out to try to fucking adjust their counts for their cigarette fucking counts that they did already, even though it's not the fucking end of their shift, because they want to get out at 5, not 5:05, not 5:15, not after their counts are done. No, they want those counts rolling throughout the day so that when 5 o'clock hits, they can be out the fucking door before 5:01 and living their loser fucking life before it hits 5:02. That's what they fucking want. Dude, nothing pisses me off more than doing 38 and a 50 except waiting for a fucking gas station attendant to finish a transaction while they mental math in their fucking head about what fucking 34 minus 1 is. Like, it's fucking insanity. But this is the fucking people. Like, honestly, it used to be the lowest of the low only worked at gas stations. That's what they did. I mean, that's why gas stations exist. The fucking world needs fry cooks too, people. Guys, like, let's not get too fucking heavy on the, that's so judgmental. You're fucking A-right it is. Let me say it one more time. I'm a judgmental motherfucker. You know what judgment has done for me? It's kept me alive for 43 fucking years. That's what judgment has done for me. You know what else judgment has done for me? It's kept me happy for some of that. After other people have fucked my life up, I've had to judge whether people were okay to be in my life. And you do it too. Everybody you know does it. So, like, come off your high horse if you're one of those ones pissing and moaning about my judgment. Fuck you. Guys, the problem with this is now it's everywhere. Now these gas station attendants have infected the entire workforce. You go to fucking, dude, you can go from gas station to a fucking shop and you see fucking more and more retards. You can go to $1 billion corporations and you know who's running them? Fucking morons. Like, legitimately fucking morons. These people are so detached from how they're making their money at the top of, being at the top of the corporation. They don't even know how things are happening at the bottom. It's a goddamn circus fucking shit show all the way down the fucking tree. And they have no fucking idea because they don't care. They don't want to. As long as my check's clear, I'm fine. And that seems to be just about everybody's fucking attitude nowadays. As long as my fucking check clears, I'm fucking fine. No, not going to do the extra work. I'm not going to do the fucking extra time. I'm not going to put in that fucking extra effort. It's not going to happen. Find somebody else to do that shit because I'm fucking special. That's the way that's the mentality of the workforce, mentality of people in general. How many times have this happened to you? You're on the road. Everything's going fine. Maybe you're on the highway, multi-lane highway. Everything's going fine. And then all of a sudden, somebody races up, passes you on the right or the left. And then a half a mile down the road, they're the one in your lane now in front of you going slow as fuck for what seems to be no fucking reason. They're just out to inconvenience people. The world doesn't need to have these motherfuckers around, okay? Let's be honest. The world would be a lot fucking better if a lot of these motherfuckers just plain didn't exist. We can start with the rapists and the pedophiles and work our way up. How about that? Let's start there. Let's start with the rapists, the pedophiles. We'll move to the gang members. We'll move to the violent crimes, the domestic batteries, those things. We'll just work our way down the chain until we finally get some sort of level of human that maybe isn't perfect, of course, but is still acceptable enough to be trustable to, run around society freely. How about that? How about we just kill our way up the fucking chain? I mean, whatever, of course, metaphorically, alleged allegations and alleges is this and that thing. Guys, it's like everywhere you look, every fucking where you look, it's something that pisses you off. And I can't help but believe that is, you know what, honestly, I think it is part of the system now. I don't think that was always part of the system. I don't think in the beginning, I don't think a group of motherfuckers sat down at a table and said, all right, let's figure out a way to keep every single person pissed off. Now, I know I've already got people disagreeing with me. I get it. I understand. I know what you would quote me on. I will have that conversation. But I don't personally think that at the beginning of fucking time, a group of dudes sat down and said, let's figure out a system that can keep everybody extremely fucking angry. I think what happened is in the beginning, people sat down and said, let's figure out a system that could keep most of us fucking pacified. Because that's the only way you can make a happy fucking environment is if nobody is totally happy. That's the only way you can have a peaceful environment. That's the only way you can reach compromise is if you have a society where nobody is 100% happy. In our society today, everybody believes they themselves and everything they believe is right. And and only people that believe the way they believe are deserving of happiness of any way. And not only are they the only ones deserving of happiness, everyone else is deserving of treachery and horror and pain and turmoil and misery. Okay? It's just the way the fucking people are. And it's disgusting to me. And that's why I stopped doing my personal development content. I'm fucking good in my personal development content. I had to live this shit. 43 years of learning it firsthand. I'm not one of these fucking, I dove into personal development after I lost my first house. No, fuck you. I've had to figure this shit out myself for 43 fucking years. For the first fucking 15 years, 20 years of my life, I had no books. Personal development wasn't a thing. Therapists weren't a thing that fucking people like me went to. You know, the ones that we got mandated to go to because we misbehaved in school or fucking out in society, the ones that we were mandated to go, they're like public defenders. They're just there to get the paycheck. They don't give a fuck about fixing you, helping you, which is like the rest of the therapists. They don't really give a fuck about fixing you or helping you. That doesn't pay the fucking Beamer note that they just got every month. So they need you keeping coming back. So that's a lot of what therapy does is you'll notice for those of you that go to therapy, you start every therapy session with a rehash minute, don't you? What did we talk about last time? AKA, let's get you fired back up so that we can keep you coming back, okay? That's how therapy works. It just keeps you rehashing the same shit so that you keep coming back and they can pay for that fucking Beamer. It's unreal. It's just unfucking real. And that's another fucking problem with society. Does anybody exist that just like wants to help other people? Like, does anybody exist that has a skill that will just do that skill for their friends when their friends need that skill to be done without, well, you owe me, tit for tat, check for check, something. You owe me all the time. Everybody's like, we live in a you owe me culture. Like everything you can't, dude, I feel like I can't even fucking pull out in traffic without somebody making me feel like I owe them something. Like, fuck off. Like, I'm so tired of fucking people. Everybody's worth $1 million. Everybody's skill's worth $1 million. And you know, one of the worst ones at it, tattoo artists. Tattoo artists, oh, fuck, man. You know, I make my living like this, dude. Yeah, I know. And I make my living building cars, and that's what we were just doing for fucking 27 hours this weekend in your garage on your car. So why are we not tattooing me now? Well, I make my living doing that. That's all you ever get out of fucking tattoo artist. Well, I make my living doing that. Yeah, I make my living building fucking cars, but we're not getting anywhere with this conversation. So it's just a quick one. If you ever want to know the deep thing about tattoo artists, they every last one of them, they don't want to fucking work for you for fucking free. Doesn't matter what you offer them. You could let them fuck your wife and they wouldn't tattoo you for free. Not a fucking smiley face on your ass cheek. Wouldn't happen. I get it. Fucking anomalies, right? Now I'm gonna have fucking tattoo artists blowing up my fucking email. I fucking do work for my fucking friends and bros all the time. Fuck off. I'm just like, that's where I'm there. I'm there with like all of society. Like, fuck off. Like, just fuck off. How come I wake up every single fucking day and the moment I leave my house, I see somebody else doing something that is absurd, ridiculous, or just fucking plain wrong? Pisses me off. Like, what's real? Like, I hear all these chatter about NPCs, you know, the people that you see driving in traffic that you don't know. Like, those are just computer characters. Like, they don't actually have real lives and shit. Well, where the fuck are all these houses coming from then? If all these fucking people go away when you're not looking at them, where are all the fucking houses? Why are all the houses here? Why isn't it just me by myself? I'll tell you what, I'll bet you if I walked into my neighbor's house, who I can't see right now, if I walked into his house, he'd have something to say about it. You know why? Because he'd be sitting in it. God, it's everywhere you go. It's just somebody's fucking wrong. Somebody's doing something fucking stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it's It's chaos. It's just chaos. So here, let's try to figure this out. What do we do with the chaos? How do we handle the fucking chaos? Because I think it's getting the better of most of us. Not some of us, not a lot of us, not the majority. I mean, like most of us. I think the chaos is getting the most of us between, especially if you're all about the Trump. I mean, dude, this dude's not keeping any fucking promises. And now he's talking about mass amnesty. Like, this dude promised us the Epstein files for 4 or 5 years. They don't even exist apparently now. Cash Patel, same thing. Oh, apparently they don't exist anymore. But Dan Bongino's ready to fucking quit over it. And Pam Bondi, we all know is, well, it's coming out more and more that she's a fucking load of shit too. She's probably fucking got some sort of fucking sex tape on, in the fucking airwaves or something that she doesn't want to get out. So she's just going to toe the line for everything. But you got the fucking, but let's talk about that because that's a big demographic of people. I voted for Trump too. Like, I was all about Trump. His first presidency was fucking radical. Why would I have ever thought the second presidency was ever going to be the exact opposite of the first? I mean, literally, you promised no wars. We got wars. We got all the wars. We got trade wars, sea wars, land wars, tariff wars, fucking air wars. We got all sorts of wars. We got space wars. Like, you promised no more spending. And you just introduced a bill with $20 trillion of spending or more. You promised us mass deportations, and you're fucking running lower numbers than even Biden did. And now you're talking about mass amnesty for all of these motherfuckers, which for you people that don't understand what is really going on with the mass amnesty, let me explain this really quickly. You have to understand, you can't think about the government as people. You can't, because if you think about them as people, you will naturally attach your method of thinking to them, or normal humans' method of thinking to them. The government does not think like normal human beings. They don't think about what they can do to benefit their people. They think of what they have to do to write history. And if you can look at the government like that you're looking at a group of people that are only looking to write history, you'll have an easier time figuring out what they're doing. They're always writing history. And that's what this mass amnesty thing is. Because what it is if he makes, let's say he makes 20 million people, does mass amnesty for 20 million illegal immigrants. We have 56 million illegal immigrants in the country right now. If you remove 20 of that, we'll be left with 36 million. But what that does is it fits a narrative in the future for the next campaign. See, Trump technically, I guess he can. He could run Democratic, but he can't run, for all intents and purposes, he can't run for another term. But somebody else is going to run, and it's most likely going to be Vance. So when Vance goes up there, he's going to say, yeah, but what you got to understand is we have 20 million less illegal immigrants in this country than we had when our administration took office last time. And everybody's going to clap and cheer. Oh my God, that's so great. But what really happened was we don't have 20 million less illegal immigrants. We have 20 million more sudden citizens that have no fucking rhyme or reason or right to be here. And they did that because they're going to use that in the next election. Because if you fucking make them all citizens, you don't have a fucking illegal immigration problem. And it sells your goddamn election. Simple. Look at the government as if it's just writing history, not righting wrongs. I think I'm going to go with that. I think I just came up with that. Government's writing history, not righting wrongs. Take that to the bank. But yeah, guys, what do we do with the chaos? You know what the best thing to do with the chaos is, and I have to do this because I'm involved in the chaos. I have to stay in the chaos a lot of the day because I'm fighting the chaos. And you can't fight the chaos from the couch. You can't fight the chaos from the sidelines. You have to get in there with the chaos and then fight it. And every now and then you get days like this. You're a little bit overwhelmed. You're a little bit overexerted. You're a little bit fucking irritated, annoyed, agitated, frustrated, and you just got to kind of blow out the lines. That's a good way to deal with the chaos. First and foremost, let it out, vent, get it out, blow out the lines. Scream at the fucking top of your lungs, piss and moan if you got a wife or a husband that's fucking willing to listen to you. Like, my wife is a saint. At any fucking point, day or night, I can fucking walk up to her or wake her up and say, babe, I got to vent. I got to blow out the lines. And she's going to be like, let me have it, babe. Let me have it. She's a fucking saint. If you have one of them in your life, put them to use. Bounce your ideas off them. Vent at them. Scream at them. Let them fucking have it. Not let them have it, but, let them have it. Go fucking blow out the lines. Because bottling all that shit up does nothing but make you a fucking pussified, spineless coward like fucking certain people I know. And it's just not good for you. You become one of those spineless fucking dweebs that just always like backs out silently. Anytime there's a feeling of a potential for confrontation or conflict, you just fucking tuck tail and go hide under the fucking couch. And you don't want to be that either, because that leads to other fucking problems. Then you're on the opposite side of the spectrum. Now you're suffering because you're a fucking church mouse and you can't fucking be heard, and nobody takes you seriously. Nobody respects you because you don't act respectable. It's a fucking losing battle no which way we go. So first and foremost, don't bottle this shit up. It'll either fucking bottle up and blow your fucking head off, or it'll bottle up inside and you'll blow your fucking head off. It's not good. Not good either way. Another fucking way to deal with the chaos: turn the fucking TV off. Turn the fucking TV off, turn the Instagram off, turn the Facebook off, turn all the social media off. That's what I mean. When I say turn the fucking TV off, I mean all of it. The fucking radio, the social media, the fucking internet, all of it. Turn it the fuck off. Go for a walk. Go for a swim. Go climb a tree. Go jerk off in the fucking corner somewhere. Go do something that doesn't involve wrapping your head or trying to wrap your head around somebody else's opinion and why they believe it. Because that's most of what we're doing all day. If that's most of what makes us as humans suffer on a day-to-day basis, is we are trying to wrap our head around why somebody thinks something that we disagree with. How fucking healthy is that? How good is that? How fun is that? Turn the shit off. Back out of the fucking matrix. Go for a jog. Do something. Go do something. Do, the key word, do. Do something rather than stare at something or piss and moan about something, whatever. It's just not good for you. That's how you deal with the chaos. You really want to deal with the chaos? You want a better way of dealing with the chaos? Get fit. Start working out. I'm back on my workout routine. Obviously, I'm too fucking fat as it is. I fucking ballooned again because we had some things happen over the last fucking year or two, and it just didn't work out. I failed myself. I can own that. And that's another thing. Own it. Every fucking failure every failure you have, every shortcoming you have, every idiosyncrasy, every quirk, everything about you that you feel like you don't like, own that shit. Accept it. Acknowledge that it exists, and then decide if it needs to be changed. And if it does, change it. If it doesn't, don't. But know yourself. Know what you like. Admit to yourself what you like about you and what you don't like about you. Get to know yourself, because that's another giant fucking problem in the world today, is nobody seems to know themselves. What kind of food do you like? What kind of food do you want to eat? What kind of clothes do you like? What kind of music do you listen to? That's what you get on all these questions. Ask me any of those fucking questions and I'll have an answer for you fucking immediately, unless I'm high as a fucking kite, and then I probably won't know what I want to eat. That's it. I'll probably want to eat everything, but I probably won't know exactly what I want to eat. You know what I mean? But for the most part, if you ask me how I feel about something, what I think about something, what my perspective is on something, what I like, what I don't like, I'll have a fucking answer for you immediately, and most people don't. What's your favorite thing about life? And then they think for 20 minutes like a fucking window-licking idiot, and you never get an answer. It's most people. So you want to deal with the chaos in a good way? Get to know yourself. Know yourself more than anybody, and admit to yourself all your shortcomings, because that's the important part. If you're a total, complete fuck-up, you have to admit to yourself that you're a total and complete fuck-up. Then stop judging everybody else. Literally 100% of the people. Stop. I don't give a fuck if you were married to them. I don't give a fuck if you dated them. I don't give a fuck if they were your school teacher, your boss, your bus driver. I don't give a fuck. Don't judge anybody if you know you're a fucking fucked up train wreck pile of shit. Okay? Once you discover that, though, fix it. Do something about it. Embrace the suck. Embrace the fuck show that is going to be unfucking the situation that you've created for yourself. Okay? So that's a great way to embrace the chaos. In fact, if you know yourself, the fucking better and deeper you know yourself, the less the chaos affects you at all. The less the chaos even infiltrates your brain, your scope of vision. You don't even see a lot of it anymore because you know what it is. It's just fucking chaos. It's just bullshit. It's just propaganda. It's just rhetoric. It's just there to create a reaction out of me. And I don't do that shit. So you're going to operate better as it is. So guys, I could ramble on about this shit for fucking days and days and days. But you know, the fact remains is that the world is chaotic. The world is in probably a deeper state of, most certainly a deeper state of chaos than it's ever been before. With all these wars, with all these potentials for wars, potential for world wars, with potential for fucking, these sleeper cells to activate in the U.S. and take us over, the fucking shit pile Muslims taking over everything that they're fucking, like the world is in chaos. And I understand, I'm going to provide that grace here, and I'm going to understand if life gets tough, because it does for everybody. But don't let the fucking world win. Don't let the chaos eat you. Don't let the chaos win. If you let the chaos win, you're just a fucking part of it. You don't want to be part of that. You don't want to be part of that bullshit. You don't want to be a part of the fucking problem. If anything, you want to be part of the solution. I would rather die than be part of the problem. Like fucking straight up. I would rather die than be part of the fucking problem. Maybe what I offer isn't always the solution, but at least I'm fucking trying. Guys, again, I could ramble on about this shit for days, but dude, embrace the fucking chaos. Acknowledge the chaos and embrace the process that it's going to take to be able to deal with this. Don't turn it off. It's a very important thing. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, but don't turn it off forever. Okay? Turn it off for a day here and there. Turn it off for maybe a week even. But don't turn it off forever. Don't go willfully ignorant, because that's a whole different set of fucking problems you don't want nothing to do with. Guys, if you want to help me get these messages out, shows like this, thoughts like this, you can find me on Instagram at Savagely Loud. On Savagely Loud, where I'm most active, you'll find a link to my other page, Savagely Loud podcast page on Instagram, which will inevitably be my backup when they cancel me on Savagely Loud. You can also follow me on Facebook, TikTok, X, and Rumble under Savagely Loud. You can find me on YouTube at Savagely Loud Podcast. Please click that subscribe button for me. Click all the follow buttons. Click all the share buttons. Do me a solid and just help me out in getting this message out here. And we're going to fucking win this shit. So, but without further ado, you know what time it is. Every single fucking show, we bitch a lot. We get into the weeds, we get into the icky stickies, and it makes us feel yucky. So I don't want you walking away with that fucking feeling, that gross feeling, that nihilistic feeling of chaos reigns and nothing's ever going to be better. So we're going to get into our Hopelessly Human segment that starts a little bit like...
People can be really rough. They can be quite tough. They can get in the way, but at the end of the day, some aren't only stupid, some are hopelessly human.
All right, for our Hopelessly Human segment today, it's just the last segment of the show, though I can send you away, giving you a little bit of hope for humanity. I'm going to do a double feature because we did a lot of bitching today. I'm going to do a double feature. They're short. So the first one, number one. It's been 6 months since I totaled my car. I've been in and out of the hospital a lot ever since with severe back pain. Although the pain has begun to subside, my recovery forced me to use all my sick time and vacation time for the year. But this morning, my boss, who is usually all business and pretty hard on everyone, called me into her office and told me that she talked with HR and she donated 5 days of her own unused vacation time to me so I would still get paid when I go out of town to visit my family for Christmas. I thought that was pretty fucking amazing, especially because in the modern society, bosses fucking suck. Bosses don't want to give any fucking inches to any fucking body. So I thought that was really fucking awesome that boss did apply that grace, that nuance, and that understanding that times get tough, and helped her out. Number two, I'm going to give you this second one. Times haven't been easy lately, but people have been kind. We live in a lower middle class neighborhood. My wife was just diagnosed with breast cancer last week, so my 14-year-old son decided that he wanted to raise money to help pay for some of her medical expenses. It's fine. His idea was to go door to door around the neighborhood with hair clippers and let people shave a part of his head for a small donation of their choosing. He asked me whether a $100 goal would be too much. I told him not to get his hopes up, and he walked out the door. He came back home with a bald head and $1,225, and 3 people gave him $100 bills. The reason I thought this was really awesome is because in today's society, there are so many fucking scams out there. So many fucking scams out there. Everybody's wanting to get your money. And this kid had something so genuine about him. This is the beautiful part. This kid had something so fucking genuine about him that it radiated to everybody he talked to. Every single person that he talked to could feel that he was a genuine person, and that's what the world needs more of. I'm out.